So Tulsi got confirmed today. I'm super excited. Congratulations to her.
Will continue to live by the oath that I have sworn at least 8 times in my life, both in uniform and as a member of Congress. I will support and defend our God-given freedoms enshrined in the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
It is confirmed. Tulsi got confirmation today in the Senate. Super awesome to see. I really resonate with her because she's a very strong, independent woman. I also love that she's from Hawaii. I spent some time out there. I went to Hawaii Pacific University, so I definitely resonate with her in that aspect. I also really love that she's had to work really hard for what she's gotten in life, but also where she's gotten. It wasn't just given to her or handed to her on a silver platter. I love that she's had to fight for that. And I think that's something that's really important for myself as a business owner and individual, that no matter what struggles we face, we have to continue to fight for that. I also had the opportunity to almost meet her at the Tactical Games in 2022 at the Nationals. I missed out. I wasn't able to go there. I did qualify, but found out she was there, so I was super bummed for that. I love that she is someone that I love that she's fighting corruption, and I think she's going to be a great person for this role. I'm looking forward to everything that happens with Tulsi going forward. So we're going to start with dumbbells and kettlebells. Most of my equipment is from Rogue Fitness. I've been with them since 2015 as a Rogue athlete. They've been super supportive and awesome. Pieces of equipment that I absolutely love. If you had to pick one over the kettlebells or dumbbells, I would go with dumbbells because you can utilize them at 2 pairs. There's a multitude of movements you can utilize them. Not that you can't do that with 2 kettlebells, but if you're relatively new to the gym, a dumbbells or a pair of dumbbells is a great set to start with. So dumbbells, kettlebells, and of course some sandbag. The reason I love sandbag work is because it mimics odd object training. Maybe you're gonna go out in real life and you're gonna have to pick up something that's odd object, gonna be sandbags or pallets of sand, a sack of potatoes. I've referenced a bag of kittens before, but I've never come across that. So we're not going to reference a bag of kittens. But I love sandbag work because it works the core as well as the stability of your body of trying to balance out that weight versus an evenly loaded barbell or a set of pair of dumbbells. But again, dumbbells and kettlebells and sandbags are top my 3 movements that I utilize very often. Let's get to the next movement. The other piece of equipment that I utilize often, and I highly recommend if you can afford it and you have space in it for your garage gym, is the GHD. It is a glute ham developer. It is great for a lot of movements. We'll get into that a little bit later. Sorry, it's a little cluttered. I usually have a motorcycle here. It's in the shop. She's getting fixed. Obviously, I have my helmet here. We're gonna move this over to the side. I have obviously more Rogue boxes and of course my Yeti cooler that I take everywhere, especially when I do road trips. But again, this is the biggest piece of equipment that I utilize a lot. I probably incorporate it into my routine at least 3 to 4 times a week, different movements in there. Again, we'll demonstrate some a little bit later. But if you have the space, it is kind of bulky and takes up a lot of space. But if you have the ability to incorporate this, I recommend it into your routine or into your gym. Again, more sandbags. I promise I'm not a hoarder of sandbags, but you can see I have the sandbags and I also have the D-balls back there. D-ball is another great piece of equipment I recommend adding into your routine. If you cannot do a barbell or dumbbells or kettlebells, a D-ball or a medicine ball, a heavy one, is great because it mimics the movement of a power clean when you're going from the floor and you're having to learn that core to extremity. I'm a winemaker. I've had thousands of cases that I've had to move, not all at once, but in chunks. But I've had to pick up those cases, bring it to my hip, roll it to my shoulder, and that allows me to use the training in the gym into functionality in the outside the world. So it doesn't always have to necessarily be movement, right, or fitness. That functionality and that core training allows me to move cases. Cases is 12 bottles of wine. It could be anywhere from 40 to 50 pounds, depending on the glass you're using. So for me, that functional training in the gym transfers out. So just think about that when you're training and what you can utilize for implementation of movements. But again, that is great. Next, as we move along, right behind me, are my 2 other pieces of equipment that I enjoy or I've spent a lot of time on. The Concept 2 bike erg as well as the rower. And again, forgo the mess. We have a lot of miscellaneous items back there. We'll just blur them out. But these 2 pieces of equipment are great for training. If you're looking to add some sort of conditioning piece, I would recommend starting off with the rower. The rower is going to give you a full body workout, legs, core, upper body. Like I've said, I've spent multiple of time on the rower. The longest time I've spent on the rower is a full marathon row that I did at 2018 Games. I won that event. That is something I'm very proud of. I've only done the marathon row twice. The first time was in 2014. Could not say no. Sam Briggs asked me, and it was for charity, and it was on Christmas Day. So I went to the gym. I was in Missoula, CrossFit Zootown, and I rode the marathon by myself at 7 in the morning. So that was the first time rowing it. Second time was at the Games. I won it. Checked that box. I'm happy to go and finish that. But Again, if you guys have any questions about that marathon row, feel free to drop them below. But Concept 2 erg, Rogue also has a Rogue erg that you can check out on their website or check out in the link below. But I recommend this over the bike. The bike is still great. If you need something that you can't do full body, maybe you have a back injury and sitting is more amplified or more supportive for your body, utilize this. It's still a great piece of equipment. I actually did this as part of my warm-up. If you want a quick warm-up, here we go. 5 minutes on the bike, nice and easy pace. Then go into 15 seconds all out, hard as you can. Then 45 seconds recovery. Do that for 3 rounds. That's a total of 8-minute workout. That's gonna help with your aerobic and anaerobic base. Gonna help you work on the high intensity, but also help your body recover so you can last longer. These intervals and these pieces of equipment are great, especially when it's warm or cold outside and snowing. You can't get outside, you can't go for a run or walk. Luckily, I live in Las Vegas and it is a brisk, 40 degrees right now, but it's sunny and I can go walk. If you cannot get outside, these are great pieces of equipment to get conditioning in and amplify or keep your training going. I just keep finding more surprises. I want to talk about these bars real quickly. So again, like I said, I've been a Rogue athlete since 2015. I'm very grateful and thankful for this relationship. Over the years, I got some pretty cool bars. These are 2 benching bars you can utilize. I love it because it essentially changes your hand position so you can train different muscles. So these I'll utilize it from time to time. I have a couple different bars. This is a curl bar that I got from Rogue as a gift. They've also over the years gifted me some amazing, awesome, incredible things. So this is one of them. I'll do it a lot for biceps and triceps accessory work. And of course I have a couple other bars back here and then an axle bar. Axle bar has been great for training for tactical games in the past, as well as just getting functional movements out. And of course I have some small little bars down here. And then behind these bars, can't really see, I have a bamboo bar that I'll use for stability, obviously PVC pipe for warm up and mobility. And then I have a sledgehammer that I'll utilize. I actually went to Home Depot and picked up a sledgehammer specifically for the games one year. And so I've actually kept that and have utilized that into training. It actually helped with the Titan games. If you have not watched the Titan games, check it out. You can see some of the videos if you just Google or go into YouTube, Titan games. That was with the show with The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, DJ. That was an incredible experience. So that actually transferred over to that in some of the final events. So these are some of my favorite bars that I utilize. The final bar I have here is my weightlifting bar. It is well crafted. It spins better than a traditional bar. I utilize it a lot for my weightlifting when I was competing. Next we have the squat rack, barbell, obviously a bench, and of course, weight plates. So this piece of equipment or pieces of equipment I utilize often. A barbell, if you're looking to use the power lifts, the bench, squat, deadlift, or even the Olympic lifts, clean or snatches, this is a great piece of equipment. If you like to do a lot of upper body, bench pressing is also a go-to. That is one of my favorite upper body movements. The bench is also utilized for a lot of other movements as well. So if you're looking to maybe expand your gym, maybe you have dumbbells and kettlebells and you want to add more, bench, barbell, and rack or rig is important. I don't have a pull-up rig. This is a basic rig from Rogue, but it is a great place to start if you're looking to add a rack into your garage gym or home gym. Obviously the plates, you don't need a multitude of weights. Having at least one set of 45s, 25s, maybe even 35s, 10s and 15s are a great place to start. Change plates are good if you're relatively new. I always encourage people, especially with all the coaching and clients that I've worked with, start with lightweight, maybe even just the barbell, work technique, and then from there you can build upon and add more weight. So again, this is kind of the second pieces of equipment. And of course, you may see some more sandbags here. I clearly love them and use them a lot. But again, this is kind of the next station of equipment that you can amplify and utilize in your gym. Quick note about some of these plates here. You can see right here. These are the CrossFit plates, or these are the Rogue plates from the CrossFit Games. I've competed in the CrossFit Games since 2013. I have these for multiple years. So I competed from 2013 all the way up into 2018 as an individual. 2019, I was a team. The last set of plates I have from Rogue are the 2019 CrossFit Games plates. So those are obviously special for me as that was my last year competing. I am very honored and very grateful to be able to have these plates because it signifies a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, a lot of sacrifices I had to put in to get there. And I think people are like, oh, like it's just a set of weights. It's like, it's not just a set of weights, or it's not just a weight set. It is so much more to that to me. So if you have things in life that mean a lot to you, use them, amplify them, don't let them sit in the corner, gather dust. So obviously you can tell these have been used quite often. And finally, in my garage gym, I have my Go bins right here. If you're interested in seeing what I have in my Go bins or my oh crap bins, feel free to drop a comment below. Maybe I'll do a video on that. They are full of stuff that if I need to get out of Dodge real quickly, I can. Along with my Go bins, I also have my ammo back there. I have more sandbags, but I also have necessities that I need. I can just literally grab and go. If you are someone that starts to take preparation a little more seriously, which I have the past 4 or 5 years now, I recommend getting some kind of bins or a bag together of maybe some essentials, some batteries, some medicines, some things you might need, extra pair of clothes, shoes. Again, if you're interested in my Go bins, I'll do a video a little bit later on that. I'll have to pull out. I have an inventory list on my notes, so I'd recommend creating an inventory list of what you have, maybe of things you maybe need to add to that. But again, I think it's very important. And side note, I will be rearranging my gym real quickly, and those will be at the front of the garage versus back by the fridge. Extra bonus piece, I also have a fridge downstairs. Extra bonus piece, I have a fridge down here. I eat a lot of food, so I want to make sure I have a lot of supplies. Also, lots of water. Hydration is important. I also don't want to be going up and down the stairs a lot, so convenience is very important. One bonus thing I'm actually going to mention after that is going to be the sign actually from LifeProof. So LifeProof was one of my first major sponsors in 2014. This was from 2015. We did a photo shoot and we did a story about my sister who passed away in 2008. She has been and continues to be a big inspiration for me. Obviously I get a little bit emotional, but she's been something to kind of push me through. So when I look up at that poster, this was actually the 2015 games where people came and actually signed on the poster, leaving fun, positive messages, maybe funny ones. And so when I see it in the gym, it's just a constant reminder that no matter what I'm going through and no matter how hard of a day I'm having, whether it's with business or training or life or personal, that I can do hard things and that I will make it through this and that I have the support of these amazing people out there. And it also reminds me of nothing is guaranteed, right? Everything is fleeting. Everything is temporary. So enjoy the moment, make the most of everything you have, saturate yourself with it, appreciate it, and then, continue to move on and work hard to the next thing. Extra bonus. I forgot about this. My golf club. So I used to play golf for over 10 years growing up from 8 to 18. Pretty much 10 years. And then I moved into long drive in 2018, 2019. I saw it on the golf channel. I was like, ooh, maybe I could do this. So I have my golf clubs back there. My long drive is actually right there with the Epic with the white, green, and gray. But I love golf. I think it taught me a lot leading into competing within the professional world of CrossFit. I think it gave me a lot of mindset training, mental aspect training that you don't think of. If you have a crappy shot on the first hole or second hole, if you have a crappy attitude for the rest, you have another 17 holes that you have to focus on. So I think it really helped at a young age. Also, I didn't realize until just recently, the past couple of years, that meant I would spend 4 to 5 hours on the course, and we're walking the course. We didn't get golf carts back then. So I'm also grateful for and thankful for that back then, because I think it instilled my ability to endure a lot. Some of my 3 pillars that I have are prepare, endure, survive. And endure is endurance and being able to get through hard things. And again, that's all relative to each individual. So my golf clubs are a reminder. I clearly need to pull them out of the back and get some dust off of them and go play. If you guys have some recommendations of places to go or travel to and check out, drop them down in the comments below and I'll check those courses out. For today's workout, we're gonna be doing minute station rotations. You're gonna do as many reps as you can at each station. The first station is calories on the bike. You're gonna get as many calories on the bike. If you don't have a bike, you can use a rower or you could run for 200 meters. Then the second minute, we're gonna be doing box step ups. So you'll essentially step up on top of a box, open your hips and step back. You can either alternate legs like I do, or if you want, you can lead with one leg for a couple repetitions, then switch and lead with your other leg for other repetitions. Now, I'm doing just body weight. If you want to make it a little more challenging, you can add a dumbbell or kettlebell. If you don't have a bench, you could use, or box, you could use a bench. Or if you don't have any of those options, then you could do lunges or reverse lunges. Then for that third minute, we are doing push-ups. These are going to get spicy very fast. You can do them off your toes or off your knees. If those options are both very challenging, elevate your hands onto a bench or box, or even go to the wall and you can do push-ups against the wall or off the bench or box. Finally, we have goblet squats with the kettlebell. You're gonna have your feet underneath your shoulders, toes turned out slightly, then you're gonna send your hips down and back, getting your hip crease below top of the thigh and standing. Since the load is on our top or on our chest, it's gonna allow ourselves to be a little more upright, but could also pull you forward. So really focus on sitting back in your midfoot and heels and drive the knees out as you squat. Then we're gonna be resting. We're gonna do a total of 3 rounds or 3 sets of this. If you need to modify, you can do 2 sets or 2 rounds. The intention is to go as hard as fast as possible, rest, recover, and then let your body see if you can get your body to the exact same reps